All right guys, today we're checking out the Lectric XP Trike. Okay, so the Lectric XP Trike was actually the first trike I ever wanted to review on this channel. And I know it was one of the early trikes that came out, electric trikes. And so didn't get a chance to do it back then. Finally got my hands on it. And so I was super excited to see how this thing rides. What I really like is that this feels like a trike that fits me. It's very compact, it's foldable, and it can accommodate like shorter riders like myself. The saddle goes all the way down, got a step through design. You know, I like this kind of like silver, it's almost like a sparkling silver metal kind of paint job on it. And I think that's really impressive. Lectric, as a market leader right now in this industry, they make really quality products, obviously. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Lectric was one of the first to put a rear differential on their trikes. So that's a good sign. Anyway, let's just walk through all the features. Here we have 20 by 2.6 inch all-terrain tires. Definitely meant for the streets. Got an integrated front fender, very bright integrated front headlight. And I believe this thing can move to the front if you attach the optional front basket. Here we have hydraulic disc brakes, which should deliver enough stopping power for something like this. Here we have a UL certified removable 48 volt 14 amp hour battery located right under the seat. So this should help with the weight distribution when maneuvering the trike. Looks like we got some mounting points here on the frame as well as here, so you can put your water bottle or other accessories. Like I said, this trike is foldable, so you have a latch here to fold the frame and a latch over here to fold down the stem. Show you guys in a second how this thing folds up. Now for the stem, it's adjustable, so you can raise it up higher. You have a little bit of a rise on the handlebars. Very comfortable rubber grips over here. A very important feature for electric trikes is having a parking brake. And with the Lectric, you actually have two parking brakes, one on the right side and one on the left side as well. Having a parking brake on an electric trike, in my opinion, should be standard. Surprisingly, we reviewed some electric trikes that don't have that, which is strange, but this is a really, really important feature because you don't want this thing to roll down a hill and hurt someone. Display controls, we also got the center mounted LCD display and a right hand half twist throttle. Now the saddle does go higher if you're a taller rider, and the actual saddle, Lectric branded, very comfortable. Here's a look at the rear wheels with the integrated rear fender. We also have integrated taillights with brake functionality, and there's actually three, one in the center, left, and right. So riding this at night, you'll be super visible. Up top, we have the rear basket, plenty of space to house your cargo. And here's a look at the rear hub motor. It's 500 watt nominal and over 1000 watts peak. It also features a rear differential, which means that each rear wheel can spin at a different rate so that when you turn, you don't tip over. And the total weight of this trike is 69.5 pounds. All right, so this is how you fold the Lectric XP Trike. First, we'll turn the power off and then lift up the latch here on the frame, and then the latch down here on the stem. Fold that down, and we just squeeze together like so. Oh, you gotta watch out for the pedals. Make sure those clear. All right, so we'll turn the wheel so it kind of fits into this little space, and then drop it down. So right now it's in a little bit of an awkward shape. Might be tricky to carry it around when it's folded like this. You do save some space if you put this thing in a corner or if you put it in a truck. All right, so now that we've gone over all the features, let's take the Lectric XP Trike for its first ride.
The Lectric XP Trike features a 60-61 step through aluminum frame, making it accessible for riders of all sizes. It also has an adjustable saddle seat so you can find your perfect riding position. The included baskets for both the front and rear add a level of utility, perfect for groceries and other cargo. The XP Trike is powered by a 500 watt rated 1092 watt peak motor and can hit a top speed of 14 miles per hour. With a UL certified 48 volt, 14 amp hour battery, Lectric claims a range of up to 60 miles, making it ideal for long rides. The Lectric Pedal Assist Wattage Regulation, or PWR, mimics the benefits of a torque-based system while utilizing a reliable cadence-based system beneath, providing a balanced and responsive riding experience. One of the standout features is its rear differential, enhancing stability and control, especially during turns. This makes the trike an excellent option for navigating through tight spaces or crowded areas. And the hydraulic disc brakes, which includes a parking brake, ensure that stopping is as smooth as starting.
All right guys, first ride with the Lectric XP Trike. Now we reviewed a couple of different electric trikes on the channel, and to be honest, the Lectric XP Trike was actually the first one I ever wanted to review. So we finally got our hands on one, and I can't wait to try it. On first glance, this is definitely more in the compact electric trike category. It's foldable, and I'll demonstrate that in a second. And you can see that, you know, it's pretty low to the ground, and the saddle can even go lower. So obviously this thing can accommodate short riders like myself. The wheelbase is a lot closer together than some of the trikes we reviewed. I think that makes it really accessible for people who live in apartments or who have limited storage space. Sometimes these trikes are so big and the wheelbase is so long that it's not really practical for storage or for transportation. So I think this fits that sort of like middle ground between having sort of a bigger electric vehicle, but still can fit in most places that can house bikes. We have 5 levels of pedal assist, so obviously we'll start with pedal assist level 1. And this is how I look on the trike, and this is honestly really, really comfortable. I was kind of guessing on the height of the saddle, but this feels perfect. I can flat foot the trike. All right, so let's just get right to it. Pedal assist level 1, no throttle. Smooth delivery from the line. I like that, especially with trikes. You don't want something so jarring, kind of throws you off balance. So nice, easy, smooth ramp up on the motor is really good. Now this trike does have a rear differential, which means that the wheels, they turn at different speeds depending on, you know, how you're turning and the weight that you're putting on each wheel. So that will help with balance. That'll help you not tip over. Although with trikes, you can tip over if you want. If you go fast enough and if you take a turn strong enough, you can tip over. All right, let's bump it up to pedal assist level 3. I like that. Okay, so a little bit more power, but the variation and the tune, perfect. It's hard to explain in these videos how a nice tune feels, especially when you go from like 1 to 3 to 5. But I mean, you know, we visited Lectric's headquarters and we kind of met the people there, and it's no surprise that these things perform as expected, and they're tuned really well. All right, so let's just take it up to pedal assist level 5. Still no throttle, still not using any throttle. And I'm kind of like leaning into these turns here. I don't feel like I'm gonna tip over. The rear differential's working. I probably got a wheel off the ground there. But yeah, I think the shorter wheelbase actually makes me feel more planted on the ground. So the geometry of this frame just feels perfect for the amount of power that this trike is delivering. I'm liking it so far. All right, let's give it a little throttle here and some pedal assist. Okay. So the throttle is slightly delayed, but I think that's really, you know, I think that's probably for like safety reasons. You don't want it too strong. But no pedaling, just throttle. And I'm able to kind of like position my legs in a way that makes the most sense for the balance of the trike. So you can see like my feet are sort of like even and horizontal, and I'm just using throttle. And I feel like I'm more in control and I feel like I'm balanced. So that's helpful. So that gives you kind of a few different ways to ride the trike. But to be honest, like the pedal assist, I like it. Like that feels good. It feels comfortable. Very nice. Okay, so now we'll test out the hydraulic disc brakes. Gathering up speed, going over some off-road, and I mean, come on. That's all you need. Actually, now that I'm on the grass here, let's take it off-road. I mean, you go slow enough, it's not totally uncomfortable, but yeah, a trike with no suspension off-road is probably not ideal. But if you needed to, you can do it. Let's see how tight of a turn I can do. Ooh, here we go. put the parking brake on. You have 2 parking brakes, so added safety. Definitely put this thing on a steep incline and it won't roll down. Okay, first impressions with the Lectric XP Trike. This is probably the 4th bike that we've reviewed from Lectric. What more can I say? They make really quality products. They make affordable products. There's a reason that Lectric is a market leader in the industry right now. This particular trike is something that I would definitely recommend to a lot of people, especially if they have mobility issues. Sometimes it's hard to recommend a trike with people who maybe have a disability because they're either too heavy or they don't fold up, so it'd be really hard to transport. And that just comes with like additional support, whether that's finding someone to assist them or having the accommodations like where they live to, you know, house something like this. The maneuverability and the power delivery is really what stands out on this trike. The controller tune from 1 to 3. Honestly, 3 was like perfect for just casual riding through the city, through bike lanes. You want the power delivery to be a little bit different than something with only 2 wheels. The rear differential, this was, I think, one of the first trikes to feature a rear differential where the motor was, you know, located right in the center between the rear wheels. Most of them had a front hub motor, and I think a lot of people started copying that design because it works and it makes a lot of sense. In terms of the handling, no issues there. You can, you know, go on 2 wheels if you want to, but with the short wheelbase, with the rear differential, with the smooth power delivery, it'll take a lot of effort to tip over. I think this tops out at about 14 miles per hour, and so you're not going to get a ton of power, you know, like if you're looking for something that goes, you know, 20 miles per hour, this is probably not the right vehicle for you. If you're just casually riding and you have cargo, you probably don't want to go that fast anyway. I think this would be a really good vehicle for that. There's also accessories for this trike, like you can add a front basket as well. And the step-through design, the foldable design, great for short riders like myself, but it also kind of goes higher. I don't know what else to say about this thing, but yeah, Lectric continues to impress us and definitely look forward to what they bring in 2025.
So, here's what we like. The PWR system delivers a natural feeling of control and acceleration, making the trike fun to ride. Its foldable design is a significant plus, making storage and transportation much easier than other electric trikes. And the integrated baskets are a nice touch, enhancing the trike's utility. But here's some things to consider. The lack of suspension might result in a less comfortable ride on uneven terrain, and new e-trike riders will need to get used to the different handling characteristics compared to a standard 2-wheeled e-bike. Overall, the Lectric XP electric trike is a solid choice for anyone looking to transition into 3 wheels, offering a solid balance of performance, stability, and practical features. While it lacks suspension, its design and build quality make it a versatile option suitable for various riders, especially those with balance or mobility issues. So what do you think of the Lectric XP electric trike? Could this be the solution to your mobility needs, or do you want more? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.